Hello everybody, Filip here, and welcome back to another update for the Bun Squad. How are you guys going? Have you been catching up with your shows like The Boys, Spy Family, or whatever other show that just finished airing or is currently airing that I'm not watching? Yeah, on my end, it's been pretty work, and not just for the Bun Squad. In fact, hardly anything has been for the Bun Squad on my end for the past, month and a half. For those who don't know, I have just finished up my course for university, which is now done and dusted, so I don't have to worry about it anymore. And on top of that, I've just recently gotten done having both my birthday and being sick, which is not the kind of combination you exactly want, but well, here we are. But I'm glad to say that that was about 2-ish weeks ago at this point, so I'm obviously all better at this point, and I'm finally feeling up to the task of making more videos for the channel, and of course helping Zen with her videos for the channel as well. So with that said, I figured, hey, it's no better time than now to actually have an update for the channel, considering the fact that it's been 2 months since the last one, and there are quite a bit of things that we need to go over for about the next 2 to 3 months for the channel, until inevitably we have another update for you guys. But with that said, let's not waste any more time because there's a bunch of things I need to go down, and knowing me, I am a long-winded idiot who just makes these updates half an hour long, and as a result, most people don't end up watching them. So with that said, let's get into it. So I think to start off, we should probably talk about the podcasts, since as you guys will have realized, the past month has been nothing but podcasts. Those, of course, being Diving into DuckTales and the Disney Debate, with the Disney Debate finally being new episodes, now that all the archive episodes for the Disney Debate have been finished. And for Diving into DuckTales, we've been busy getting done. Well, not getting done. Getting done is not English, Philip. We have been busy getting the final archive episodes for Diving into DuckTales all up onto the new channel. And I am happy to say that as far as the live reactions are concerned, we're done. We are basically all up to date and finished with Diving into DuckTales. So now our main focus with Diving into DuckTales is going to be getting out the finale for the series. 2 of the videos are already done and recorded because they were technically done for the original channel, which makes them technically the final archive videos from the old channel, but we are going to be sprucing them up to make them more, to make them fit more in line with the Diving into DuckTales finale we're planning, because essentially we're planning for the Diving into DuckTales finale to be a 5-parter. The 2 videos we've already recorded, which is the Season 3 wrap-up, where it's Zen, Kat, and Doug looking at the final few episodes of the season, then a video on the Season 3 finale, and then after that, because those are the 2 that are already recorded, so after that will be an overall Season 3 review, then a review on the DuckTales podcast and shorts, because, oh yeah, those exist. The shorts I'm sure you probably are more aware of at this point, but the podcast was something I didn't even know was a thing until a couple of months ago, and those are an absolute riot. But then finally, the 5th and final part of the finale is going to be a top 15 episodes list from from Zen, Kat, and Doug. So all 3 of them are going to have their top 15 episodes to end off Diving into DuckTales. And then after that, it's done. You won't have to see that yellow thumbnail in your subscription feed anymore. So that'll be it. That'll be all she wrote for Diving into DuckTales. Finally, because I know some of you are probably just being sick and tired of just, getting Diving into DuckTales spam in your subscription feeds, and I totally get that. To be fair, I've been kind of sick of it myself. It's just that, that's one of the series, along with the Disney Debate, which needed to be transferred over to the new channel, since, they weren't just going to start over from the beginning, especially with Diving into DuckTales, which was almost done. So, it's one of those things where we just had to just push through, as painful as it may have been. And now, finally, we're at the finish line. We just have those 2 Diving into DuckTales finale archives left to do, and that'll be it for the archive videos on the channel. And then after that, it's just the other 3 parts of the finale, and Diving into DuckTales will be done and, over with. So we're finally at the end of that. It will be finished by the end of 2022. You can assure yourself of that. And as for the Disney Debate, I'm happy to say that we are now officially on track with releasing new episodes consistently. The first, of course, was the top 13, 10, I can't remember exactly how many, what the number was for that video, but it was essentially the film ranking for Disney movies of 2021. And now we are officially on to doing the live action remakes of films that have already been covered on the show. So films like Cruella, Lady and the Tramp 2019, the two that are already out is Cinderella 2015 and Dumbo 2019. So it's basically just catching up with all those live action remakes, and we will be having a similar block for the sequels that haven't been covered up until now. But that won't be happening for quite a little while, if only because we don't want to just have Disney Debate be all catch up until, you know, they're all until they're all caught up, because especially by then there's going to be like more live action remakes and more sequels to look at. So what we're essentially planning for the Disney Debate is to have this remake block, then to get back on track with like the, you know, where they were at with the films from the 60s, and then the sequel block, and so on and so forth. Basically, you know, sprinkle in some catch up here and there alongside the regular Disney Debate schedule. So, again, we've already released like 3 new episodes in the past few months, and luckily, Zen, Kat, and Doug are on a roll with, you know, just uploading more and more episodes for that. Next up is going to be Lady and the Tramp 2019, then probably Cruella, but here is where we run into a snag, because Kat is actually moving places in August, and because of that, she's not going to have a computer for about a month. So we're possibly going to have to delay Cruella to like after October, because October is definitely going to have a Halloween-based Disney Debate episode. So we're probably going to have to move it to after October, but otherwise, you know, we're still going to be releasing new Disney Debate episodes regularly from this point onward, which is good because that series has been on hiatus for over 2 years. So it's nice to finally see Kat, Doug, and Zen get back on track with releasing more episodes for it. But I'm sure you guys are sick of the podcast by this point, because again, the past month's output has been nothing but podcasts. So let's move on to the main series for the Bun Squad. That being the Bun Squad. So I'm happy to say that new episodes are of course being worked on at the moment, with 2 in particular finally reaching their editing stage. And one of them is going to be edited by myself, and the other will be edited by our new editor, Tifa Gutslove. She's the one who worked on Transformers Animated almost 2 months ago at this point, and she's finally ready to edit a brand new video for us. Well, okay, she's also editing something else, but we'll get to that in a little bit. Those 2 videos in question are going to be the next Zen Who episode, which is going to be on the Edge of Destruction, and the next Danganronpa review, which is going to be Danganronpa the Animation. Both episodes are going to have storyline segments in them, and both episodes will be out very soon and very close to each other. The Edge of Destruction review is going to be out sometime this month, probably at the later end, since I have to get the audio all sorted and the actual storyline segment itself sorted. And then the Danganronpa the Animation review, depending on when we get the actual assets for the segment itself, since there are a few assets that we've been waiting on for the storyline segment. Depending on when we get those, that's either going to be a mid to late August release or an early to mid September release. So it's really going to depend. What also complicates matters is that I'm actually going to be going for a trip to Macedonia sometime in August/September for about a month. So I of course want to be, you know, I of course want to have internet for when we're actually premiering these things, so I can, you know, just constantly be on top of things with Zen. So it's really going to depend on like all these factors put together. So if you just want updates on that, we'll of course be keeping you guys updated with the community posts on the channel. But also the most frequent place to get updates for this sort of thing is on Twitter. So be sure to follow both me and Zen on Twitter for constant updates regarding these reviews. After that will of course be Danganronpa 2. Which we have been working on in the background for the past couple of months. Zen is still recording footage for that because it's just kind of been in and out for her with, like, you know, all these other things she's had to worry about, like Disney Debate and a few side projects as well. The Sonic the Hedgehog Let's Play, which we will get to in a bit. But she's still recording footage, and we've been scripting the review as we go. It's been admittedly a very hefty script, and it's gonna be much larger than the Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc review, so which was it was foolish of me to think that it was going to be shorter, because that is something I thought was going to be the case, since I was like, well, the gameplay is not going to have much to talk about. The completion won't have much to be discussed as well, aside from like the Monami stuff. So obviously Danganronpa 2 is going to have to be a shorter review than the first game. Not the case. You see, Zen's made the decision to basically have the storyline discussion be expanded greatly for this review compared to the first game. So as a result, it's meant that the entire video as a whole is going to be much larger than the Danganronpa 1 review was. With that said, we are still quite on top of it. In fact, this time around, both Tifa and myself are going to be editing it, aside from just myself, since the first video was a hefty project to put together. It was by far the biggest project I've ever had to edit. Not helped by the fact that it was the first review where I was meticulously editing the audio alongside doing the visuals. So for that video, while initially we were like, oh, we can get it out by the time September rolls around, yeah, that's not gonna happen. So we've pushed it back to November for the time being. Which also makes way for one other video we've been wanting to make, which is yet another Xenoine one-shot. Unfortunately, like I said back in the Dracula review, the planned Xenoine lineup that we had for this year is going to have to be pushed back again, since the Despair arc is going to be nowhere near done by the end of this year. So as a result, we're going to be having yet another Xenoine one-shot. And like last year, it'll be determined by a poll that has already started amongst our patrons, but we want to signal boost it with this update as well, since we want to give all of you who may not be following us on Twitter or on Discord, we want to give you guys a chance to vote as well. So a link will be in the description below. The vote ends on August 1st, since Zen will of course need to watch the movie, get a script ready, get it recorded, and all that jazz. So we're gonna have to get that, done pretty quick, since October is fast approaching. God damn it, where's the time going? Goddamn. But so yeah, that's the current lineup for now as far as the main episodes of the Bun Squad are concerned. This month will be the next Zen Who episode. Next month, or September, will be Danganronpa the animation. October will be another Xenoine one-shot. And in November, hopefully, fingers crossed, hopefully it comes out on time. By then, we'll also have Danganronpa 2 ready for you guys to go as well. Of course, we're also going to have a few extra videos coming out here and there to hold you guys over between bigger projects. We're going to have one coming out soon that's about the refurbishment of a GBA system, so look forward to that. And then, of course, we have Midnight Combo Pack, which we plan to release at least one video for before our October lineup comes around. I know the first episode of Midnight Combo Pack, which was the Portal 1 and 2 review, that one was very light on editing and felt more like a test, because that's exactly what it was, essentially. It was more of a test for the series to see what could use improving on in the future and exactly what kind of tone we want to take with it. I know that not really much of any footage was used in the background, which was an intentional editing decision on my part. That's something that Tifa and I are going to be improving on in the future. It's still going to be a very low-key series, still not much footage used in the background, not a lot of heavy editing being used, but it is something where we do want a little more flair to be put into it than what was shown initially. So Tifa and I are going to be workshopping ideas for that going forward, but you can at least expect one episode of Midnight Combo Pack before the end of September. But I guess the final thing I want to talk about for this update video were some updates regarding our gaming channel, Bun Squad Gaming. No, it is not dead, and in fact there are a bunch of things we've been working on for it behind the scenes. Most prominently has been the start of a new series for the channel, that being Bun Plays. Short to the point, it's going to be a Let's Play series for a lot of games that we have yet to cover on both Should You Complete This and Midnight Combo Pack. Basically, it's a series to allow Zen to take a look at more games than she's essentially allowed to at any given time because of, just the size of the games that we're covering for Should You Complete This and Midnight Combo Pack, especially since Midnight Combo Pack is taking a look at 2 games at one time. So right now she is working on a Let's Play for the first Sonic the Hedgehog, which will be going off of the Sonic Origins release of that game. The entire thing has been recorded. She has recorded her commentary for the entire game and all the footage is collected. Now we are in the editing stage, which is being handled once again by Tifa. That's going to be released weekly on Monday, whereas videos on this channel are going to be released weekly on Fridays. You know, of course, when we have something to actually upload, that is. And it's something that we're very much going to be testing the waters with this first playthrough of Sonic the Hedgehog. Like I've said in the past, I know Let's Plays are a bit of a dying medium, and trust me, both Zen and I truly get that. But this is something that Zen wants to do regardless of that fact, because she wants to see if people would be interested in it, because she has tried Let's Plays in the past. For one reason or another, they haven't exactly stuck, so this is basically one last attempt at trying to do it, and if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, but it's something that we want to give a shot anyway, primarily Zen, since she's the one who came up with the idea of doing it to begin with. So we're going to be looking over the views for that one, and, you know, while I say that, please go subscribe to our gaming channel. Link will be in the description below, as well as in the banner of this channel, of like this main channel itself. On top of that, we're also going to start releasing some archive streams from the past. I know we've already caught up with all the old Zenith Will Rule archive streams, but now we're going to also start uploading the Bun Squad live archive streams as well. Mainly on the stuff that's already been finished, which at this stage is Astro. But on top of that, we'll also be releasing some Fate Stay Night archive streams as well, which will be starting back up very soon. We were going to start doing streams again this month, but because of some IRL issues that ended up cropping up, we've decided to push that back to sometime next month. We're going to be coming back with Fate Stay Night and one other game that we haven't exactly decided yet, so bear with us on that while we actually end up coming to a decision on that. And although we are going to be coming back with Fate Stay Night, one other thing is that while I'm in Macedonia, we're probably going to have to replace it with something shorter, if only because I don't know. Again, I don't know how the internet's going to be there. So if it's weak, then I'm going to be shit out of luck, because it will mean that I won't be able to be on call for a long stretch of time. So if that's the case, we're going to have to replace Fate Stay Night with something else during that period. But again, we're playing it by ear. Streams aren't exactly like our highest priority at the moment. So we'll be keeping you updated on that over the course of the next month. And then sometime in August, we will officially come back with that at least twice a week. So with that being said, that's pretty much all we had to update you guys on. The primary thing is that, you know, new Bun Squad episodes are coming. They're being edited right now. And we have a Sonic the Hedgehog 1 Let's Play that's going to be going on over on Bun Squad Gaming. As always, there's a lot of exciting stuff that's going to be coming out, including a new video from yours truly sometime in August. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I'm not going to get too much into that right now. You can check out the schedule to see what it is. I'm going to get back to actually working on that video after making this, so wish me luck on that. But with that being said, thanks for joining me for yet another one of these update videos, and I hope you look forward to all the stuff that we have planned for these next 2 to 3 months, as well as the rest of the year. So, with that being said, I'm Philip, and we'll see you guys later.